Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 0x Hub Masterclass from Pivot. My name is Shantanu Sharma, and I head operations at Pivot. And for all those who don't know about Pivot, we are a Web3 venture accelerator firm. We focus on accelerating early stage startups in the space. 0x Hub is our masterclass initiative to enable Web3 startups and aspiring founders with the knowledge from within the industry. All our sessions have been taken by experts and will always be led by experts in the field. So people who are founders, investors, angels, many more. Okay. And they will be with topics which are related to technology, Web3 sectors, products, goals, leadership, emerging sectors, everything that helps a startup grow in a 360-degree manner. We continue our foray into the AI zone with another masterclass today on AI agents. But this time we wanted to conduct some sort of a workshop mixed with the masterclass with some lectures and all as well, where you can do your own experiments with our mentor, takes you through the class. Today, I've invited our very good friend, Ankit Jaiswal, to take this masterclass series. Ankit, he has been instrumental in building the TON ecosystem in the country. And he has now started his own firm called Big Bang AI, and which aims to help businesses grow revenue and save costs with the AI automation agents. But I will leave the rest of the introduction to Ankit himself. Ankit, most welcome. Welcome. Let's over to you now.
Thanks, Shantanu. Thanks for the lovely intro. Hi, everyone. First of all, thanks a lot for being a part of this session, and special thanks to Shantanu and Team Pivot for organizing this. My name is Ankit, and I currently run an AI automation agency called Big Bang AI. And I have a total of 10 years of work now. And before this, I was working in the crypto industry for 4 years, my latest stint being heading India for TON blockchain. And before crypto, I have also worked in the finance industry. I was working in the Amazon's financial planning team before crypto industry. And now I'm running AI automation agency now. I'll just give a brief intro about that as well before jumping in. So let me share my screen quickly. Just a second. Yes, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, Ankit, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay. Sure. So welcome to the masterclass. The topic here is automate your business operations with AI agents. And the purpose here is that we'll be discussing automation, AI assistance, what is AI automation, AI agents, and what are the difference between all these and why is it important? But before starting, let me just quickly give you a 2-minute brief about what we do. So as I said, I run an AI automation agency called Big Bang AI. So we help companies grow revenue and save cost by automating their processes. It can be anything like related to sales, project management, content generation, etc. And we have like 3 kinds of services. One is, as I said, AI-powered automation, where we build automation bots for them. Secondly, corporate training in AI. So we also provide all kind of training, whether it's about how to integrate AI into your daily workflows. For example, if you're in marketing team, what kind of AI tools you should use and how you should use it. If you're a software engineer, if you're a developer, how you should use the coding AI tools, which is now known as vibe coding. If you're into the content team, how you can effectively produce content. So all this training we provide. The objective here is that if you want to learn AI today, you go to YouTube. There's a lot of noise. Even on Twitter, there's like everybody sharing 10 AI tools that you must use, but that is not the correct approach. We believe that depending on your workflow, whatever tasks you do daily, based on that, you should choose what kind of tool you should have, and we help you, identify that. And the third thing is I personally provide consulting to founders and executives of different companies. And among our automation services, we provide sales systems that help you generate leads automatically. We provide you marketing systems, project management, finance systems. You can read here. I won't go deep in there. And last, if you want to reach out to me, the best way to reach out to me using LinkedIn. So you can connect with me here. You can ping me, you can DM me. I always reply to whoever messages me on LinkedIn. So yeah, if you want to reach out to me after this session, you can reach out here. Then now I think we can start with our main topic here. So which is the agenda. So agenda is we'll be looking at 5 areas. First of all, we'll be looking at what is automation, then what are AI assistants, what is AI automation, what are AI agents, and what is AI agent automation. So all these 5 things are different, and we'll also be doing some practical before before moving to the next section, right? So can anybody explain what kind of tasks, like can anybody explain what is automation? Like what kind of tasks do we usually automate? I'm sure everybody must have used some kind of automation sometime. Maybe in the chat you can write it.
No, if somebody wants to have a conversation, they can just have to, just open up their mic and they can start talking. Let's make it more
Sure.
interactive.
Yeah, sure.
And I think Ankit, Gopal has a request. Why don't you use the
Okay.
slideshow option on Google Slide? That way you
Yeah,
can actually, yeah, that's
sure.
better. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, people, I mean, let's make it more interactive, because we intend to make this more like more like a workshop. So let's people understand this. So please respond to whatever Ankit says. Yeah.
Okay, so hi guys, and I would like to mention email automations, basic social media automation, and I think these are the two most basic areas where we use automation in day-to-day life.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, correct. So automation is nothing new. AI is, yes, new, which came out like, not even AI is not new, like generative AI is new, which came out with ChatGPT in, I think, November of 2022. So it's almost like 2.5 year old, but automation has been very old. We have been using a lot of automations earlier in all the companies, and I'll just give a few examples how do we do it. And the first of all, we need to understand the objective here. Like, why are we having this session? And why is automation important? Why are AI agents important? So we, if you're running a business, you need to have some competitive advantage over others, right? So when if you look at 30 years back, we had computers. Before that, everybody was working manually. Now, computer was not the advantage because everybody could buy the computer, right? The advantage was hiring the right people who knew how to code, right? Who knew how to use a computer, how to operate a computer. So that was the advantage. And those skills took time. Learning coding took time. Learning how to operate computer took time because they were like very hard skills that you had to learn. So that was the advantage. Now today, AI tools have come. So AI tools, AI, so for example, ChatGPT is not an advantage because everybody can use it. It is accessible to everyone. Everybody can use it. People, yeah, yes, people of course are also advantaged. Those who understand how to use AI are better than those who don't understand and they're just randomly asking ChatGPT anything. So yes, people are advantaged, but that is not now very difficult to learn. Like you can learn to use basic AI tools in a few days. It's not like coding that you need to spend months to learn it, right? So not just people, now we also need systems. And we need automation systems for your specific company for specific workflows. So, and this automation cannot be standard tool. Like computer could be standard, everybody could buy the same computer. Software is a standard, AI tools are standard, everybody can use the same ChatGPT. But when it comes to automation, you need to because everybody have different processes, everybody needs different customizations, everybody have data privacy issues, so you can't use a standard tool for automate. And if there's a standard tool, it's not really an advantage because anybody can use it. So you need to identify what workflows are taking the most of the time of your employees, and what kind of automations do you really need. So this is the competitive advantage that you need. If you can do your workflows in a day what other companies are doing in weeks, you have the competitive advantage. Or if you can do with a team of 5 people is doing say 100x work versus in other company who are not using it, they're a team of 5 people is doing say 8x work. So that is your competitive advantage. Now let's go to automation. Let's look at a few examples of what automation is. So these are a few examples. So for example, you want to send weekly newsletters automatically, and also you also want to scrape top tweets from your industry and announcements. You want to add it to your newsletter, you can share it. That everything can be done automatically. And these are the examples that don't use AI minded. So these are the examples that don't need AI. You can just do it without AI, because there's just a process, and the automation is just following that process. So second example is Telegram bot to capture community feedback. And anytime somebody is adding some feedback word into your Telegram community, you can just fetch it into an Excel sheet. Then auto saving Discord messages into Notion. Like you can have cross connectivity between different platforms. Then syncing on-chain data to Google Sheets. If you want to do some analytics, you can sync on-chain data using Etherscan, etc., to Google Sheet. You will need to use API for that. Then GitHub issues into, auto logging GitHub issues into either your Trello or Notion, whichever tool you're using for your company. Auto sharing blog post to Twitter and Discord. You write a blog, you can auto share it on Twitter and Discord rather than manually going there and sharing it. Getting alerts for smart contract events and NFT sales trackers for creators, and like a lot more. These are just a few examples that I could think of. And so we will create one use case now. And that use case is auto saving tickets from email to Google Sheet. We will build it right now, live, right? What we use for this is we will use a no-code platform called make.com. Anyone heard of make.com? Like make.com, I think Zapier, N8N, these are the most popular no-code platforms for automation. So we will use this. Yeah. So so what we'll do here is, for example, you have a team that needs to take care of all the tickets that are coming via email, right? And every time a subject of the email contains ticket, you want to add the content into a Google Sheet in order to have like a basic database, and later on you can do some analysis onto it, right? So you can automate this thing, and it will help your whichever team is resolving this. So let me show you what make.com looks like. So this is make.com. And this is free to use for first 1,000 operations. So if you are not a professional if you're not a professional automator, those 1,000 tasks are enough for making automations. I use like 10,000 automations per day. So I've bought an $18 plan. So if you are a professional, you can buy it. And this is something called scenarios. So I'll show you what a scenario look like. So for example, this is an agent that we have built. We'll discuss it later. So we can drag and drop different apps like Telegram, ChatGPT, etc. here, and we can connect them into a workflow. So this workflow is called a scenario. Now to create our very basic automation, we will create a new scenario here. We'll click on a new scenario. Now, as I said, we want to take emails from our Gmail, from our email account, whichever contains ticket in the subject, and we want to put it into a Google Sheet, right? So I have this Google Sheet here. So I've named it Pivot Masterclass. So, sorry. So we need to fetch certain data about such emails. So for example, date, we want sender's email, we want the subject of the email, and we want the body of the email, right? So this is our email sheet. Then first, we will choose two areas here. One is email. And for email, we'll use watch emails because it will watch over the emails. Like whenever an email with subject ticket will come, it will fetch this. So we'll choose watch emails, right? We'll do it later. Another thing we want is Google Sheet. So you can either search it here or we can just find it right here, Google Sheets. And we want add a row because whenever a ticket comes, we want to add a row into this. Like there are other operations as well, but right now we need this, right? So this is our scenario. It's very simple because we are beginning. So as a first use case, this is like good for you to make. So in email, I have connected my personal email account here. You click on add and you can, make a connection. And so now it's asking folder. So we can use inbox, like it will look into inbox for our, just a second. Why is it? Oops. Okay. Let me fill everything else first. So only 100 emails. We want to read only 100 emails, and recipient email address is uh, maybe I need this. Yes. Yes. So I have connected my professional email account here. So we need to search the inbox here and only the 100 emails. This is my email address. Whenever a ticket comes into this address, it will pick it. The subject should contain ticket, the word ticket. That's it. Or maybe something ticket number. If this is mentioned in the subject, it will pick it up. And maximum of results 1, so we can keep it and save it. And we will start from now on. So we don't want to take previous emails. We will start from now on. And in Google Sheet, we will connect it, our account. Like you can just click add, you can add your account. Search method here is search by path. Like you can either manually write the file name or you can search by path. We go to my drive and we will choose pivot masterclass sheet. This is the sheet. This is the name of the sheet as I showed. Pivot masterclass, right? Then the sheet name is this one, feedback tickets. So we want to add it into feedback tickets. Then we want to add date. So when we click here, it will open all the fields from the previous module. So this is called a module. From the previous app, what all outputs can come. So it will give us date, we will add here. Sender, we want sender's email address. So we'll write it here. Subject is this one. And body should be text content. So I'll explain again what this is. So because this Excel sheet is connected to the email module, so it will show you what kind of output this will give out once we run it. So, and we can pick and choose the output we want to update in the Google Sheet. So we need date, sender's email address, subject, and text content, right? That's it. And we will save it. And then this is the save button. Once we do it, we will save it and we will name it feedback ticket automation. Right? We can also rename these modules. We can rename it fetch tickets, and we can rename it, say, update tickets, or update tickets on Google Sheet. Everybody with me till now? Any questions? Any doubts? Now we will run it, how it functions.
Yeah, all good, all good.
All good. So now we will run it. So we will make it. So this is like here, this is the place where we can decide how it should run. We can either run it manually by clicking on run once, or we can schedule it. So for example, either every 15 minutes, like at regular intervals, we can add like 60 minutes, 30 minutes, or instead we can do it on demand. So whenever a ticket will arrive, it will run. Right? We'll save it. Now what we'll do is we'll send an email from my personal email to my to the professional email which we added here, right? So this needs to be the recipient address that we mentioned in our automation. I'll add ticket in the subject, ticket number, say 5746, right? And I can say, right, images aren't uploading, right? Suppose this is the ticket. I will send it. And once we will receive the ticket, so we'll wait and it should appear somewhere. Sorry, not here, somewhere here. Once it will come here. The email hasn't gone yet, or what? Yes, so we can see the email has arrived, and we can run it manually. Yes, so you can see here. So it's the date, it shows the date, it shows the sender's email address, the subject, and the body. Images aren't uploading. So every time you get similar images, similar emails, you will get it in the Google Sheet. So all the tickets you can collect here, suppose you collect thousands of tickets every month, and you can do an analysis on it. Like what kind of issues are most common? What time are certain issues arriving? So you can do like multiple types of analysis. So this is useful. So any questions here till now?
Hi, I would like to ask you.
Yeah.
So just wanted to know that in case I have a Gmail where I have to receive mails every day and I have to do
Yes.
it check it every 6 hours. So how can I do this?
Every 6 hours, you want to check it. What do you mean by check it?
I mean that tickets are coming, so I want to run an operation every 6 hours to check if there
Yeah.
are any tickets and then fetch it for me.
Yes, so you can schedule it like for every 6 hours, and you can just add a condition here, like what kind of subject will it be, and then you can fetch those tickets to somewhere. So it's the same problem you're saying. It's just that instead of on demand, you will schedule it for like 6 hours.
Okay.
It will appear in your database, whichever. So it can be Excel sheet, it can be Airtable, it can be anything. It can be a Notion table, anywhere the tickets will arrive. You just need to schedule it for 6 hours. Cool. So automation is clear. Everybody understands what automation is. Cool. So I'll move forward. So the next area is AI assistance. Maybe my computer is slow. Yeah. So automation we have covered, then AI assistance. So what is AI assistance? AI assistance is any generative AI tool that you're using, which is ChatGPT. Where you can generate text using ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, etc. Images using GPT-4o. Everybody is making Ghibli images using GPT-4o. And Midjourney recently released version 7. Flux produces very realistic images. You can generate videos using Google's VO tool, Kling, Runway, etc. And you can use audio using. You can create songs using Suno. I don't know how many of you have used it. You can use it. And if you want a completely free version, there's something called Refusion, RIFFUSION, Refusion. So that's very cool. Like you would want to play with it. It's free. You can generate any amount of songs with it. Suno is paid. And then 11 Labs also, it's good for generating audios, dubbing, etc. So any other tool anybody would like to mention, you can mention in the chat. But yeah, these are the most popular. And so I won't be explaining this because I think everybody knows how to use these tools. You just there's a prompt box. You just enter a prompt, you enter a text, and it will do whatever you want to do. So this is simple AI assistance. Everything you need to do manually. You can write social media content like LinkedIn post using this. You can go to ChatGPT. You can give it some content, give it some background, and ask it to write something on it, or you can write blog posts using it. Anything like you can write, any kind of content you can create. So I won't be giving a practical example of this, but next thing which is related is AI automation. So we have discussed automation, we have discussed generative AI. Now when these both marry, it's called AI automation, right?
Ankit,
So
there is a question which has come from, sorry to interrupt. There's a question which
sorry,
has come
yes,
from Gopal. Okay, he's
okay.
asking, can we use this to fetch topic specific news from different websites?
Yes,
the
in fact,
make.com. Yeah.
yes, everything we can do it. I'll give an example right now. We can scrape anything, and I guess the next example is based on that. So we have automation. We saw how we can do automation. We know what is AI. Now, when we integrate AI into automation, it's called AI automation. And the next practical task that we'll do is, sorry, first I'll explain, like give some examples. So you can auto generate content for multiple platforms. Like you can, from the same workflow, you can generate content for LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, captions, etc., or YouTube short script. And you can turn your Twitter Spaces recording into blog posts. So if you know have a very good Twitter space and you want to convert the recording into blog post, you can do it. You can auto generate daily token market report. You have a token, you want to create a daily token market report. You can provide it the API. It will analyze the stuff for you and it will create a report. You can summarize Web3 news headlines daily. You can go to any website of your choice. You can take its RSS link and you can convert it into daily Web3 news. You can do AI-powered community Q&A assistance. Like if you have a Telegram bot, you can have a automation bot to answer the queries. And then you can monitor on-chain activity and generate insights. You can create investor updates. So it will look at your token details or your team details on Notion, etc., whatever you're adding here. So it can create an investor updates accordingly. Then it can summarize community insights. So if you have a Discord or Telegram group, everybody is messaging there, it can summarize and it can give you some really good insights based on what you ask it. And there are a lot of use cases. So the use cases we'll discuss now is how to auto generate LinkedIn posts from news articles, right? So I'll show what we'll do here. Sure. So as I mentioned that we can either directly ask ChatGPT to do it, or we can automate it. Like every day, it can pick up some news article, it can summarize, it can rate it, right? And then it can summarize it. And finally, it can create a LinkedIn post for you. So for example, we'll see three things here: article link, right? Then say article body or whatever text or summary. And this is the post, LinkedIn post, right? So for example, we have any article here, say for example, this one. So S&P 500 more volatile than Bitcoin as US assets lose investor favor, right? It's an important news. You want to share about it on LinkedIn. And so what you can do is, and every day you want to do it, right? So you can just copy it and you can just paste it here. And then it will create a text and generate a post. I will show you how. So we will create it. So we'll create a new scenario. We will name it LinkedIn post generator, right? So I'll first show you a simple one, then I'll also explain how you can make it more complicated by automating it completely. So we'll start with, say, Google Sheets. We will watch for new rows, because every time we add a new row, the link article, it needs to search it. So I'll connect this thing. Then Special ID is again Pivot Masterclass. Sheet name is LinkedIn content. This one, as I showed, this one, LinkedIn content. Then we can limit it to one, right? Then save. Or it's just asking like since specific row or any row, you can do any row. Then it will catch the article. Then we need to scrape that article. So it will provide a link. Now we can use two things. Either we can use Perplexity. Everybody knows Perplexity, right? It has like web search capabilities. So it can go to that link and create a summary of it. Or we can scrape the entire text of that thing using a tool called Scraptio. Just a second. Yeah, so this tool is called Scraptio. So it's free for like 30 scrapes. You scrape 30 websites using it. And if you want more, like you can have like 500 credits for $3 per month. So it's pretty cheap. And so I use this and I scrape the articles. So here you need to add an app or a module for Scraptio. So we need to scrape website text, right? And I have given my connection here. Okay. And so the website to scrape is whatever is in the here, the first column of sheet. As I said, you can access the previous module's output here. So article link A, this column A, we need to have here. So in the column A, we added the link. So this we are accessing here. Then the joint format means that you need the entire text, not in separate files. So we can do it. And I guess that's it. We'll save it. We'll just run it once if it does it. Yes, it has provided the data. So this is the web price. So S&P 500 more volatile than Bitcoin US assets loose, right? And these numbers you are just looking at these things. There was some ticker here. Yeah, this ticker you are seeing. So our AI will ignore this. It will only look at the data related to this headline, right? So we have a headline and we have the entire text. All the paragraphs are scraped here, and we can use it to. Sorry, my laptop, my computer is a little slow today. Yes. So yeah, we have scraped the data. Now we want to create a LinkedIn post using AI. So we can use ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini, whatever you want to use. So I will use ChatGPT here. Yes. Just a second. I'll use ChatGPT, and here I will use create a completion because I will give a prompt and I need an output. So it is called create a completion. And then it will ask me to add a connection. So for this, you need to click on add and you need to give an API key. So if you go to Playground, I will show you how to do it. Okay, I'll have to sign in. I have a lot of email accounts. All right. Almost there. We'll go to, I guess, dashboard. So API keys, we can create the API keys here. I won't click on it because otherwise you can see my API keys and you can use it. But you can go to API keys here. You can create an API key and you need to add some amount. For example, you can just add $5 for using it. And because every time you use it, some amount will be debited from that. But it's very cheap. It's like for 1 million words, it might charge, say, just a few dollars. So for example, for creating a complete blog post, it will just charge like a couple of cents. That's it. So it's very cheap, but you can create it. Or even if you don't want to spend a few cents, you can go for Grok. So Grok is completely free as of now in terms of API it provides. So you can use that. We'll go back to our scenario. Somehow, I think, yeah. So this is the connection. You can create it. Once you have created the connection, you have selected the method like create a completion. Then you can choose the model here. So the model we'll choose here is suppose 4O. You can choose 4.5, which is best for writing, but it's expensive. So you can use the 4O, which is pretty good. And then, yes, we need to add message, like the prompt. So there are like 3 categories of adding a message. So first of all, developer will tell it what it needs to do, right? We will give it a background. You are a content writing assistant for a Web3 company, right? We have given it a background. Then we'll add a message. Then the user, like as a user, what prompt are we giving it? The developer was like a background, and as a user, like what actual prompt you give in ChatGPT. So you can give it a prompt like write a LinkedIn content. Instead of typing it, what I do is I use a tool called Whisper Flow. If I press one key and I can speak whatever I want to write, and it will write it for me. If you want, like you can use that as well. So instead of typing a wrong prompt, I will speak here that write a LinkedIn post about the topic. Oops. Okay, so this is one. Then the topic is, sorry, not topic, it is about the text. About this text, write a LinkedIn post. And what else can we give? Keep it engaging, start with a catchy hook, end with a question, avoid fluff. Right? And start with a catchy hook, end with a question, avoid fluff, and what else? What else can we write here? Yes. Use proper spacing between different paragraphs. Keep the sentences short and keep the paragraph short. Cool. So this is the prompt that I've given it. And maximum completion token is like what maximum amount of tokens you want the output. So for example, 4 tokens means 3 words. So we don't want to put a limit here. So I'll just keep it empty, which means it will use its maximum limit. I mean, it won't generate that long. It will just decide like how much text it wants, and it will create automatically. And yes, I think that's it. We'll save it. And finally, wasn't it saved? Everything is mentioned. Save. Okay. We'll save it. So till now, we have added 3 apps. We will fetch the article link from Google Sheet. We will scrape the text of the article. Then we'll give that data to ChatGPT, and it will write a LinkedIn post based on that. Everything clear till now? Any questions?
No, perfect.
Cool. Then, yeah. So then we will add the LinkedIn post to Google Sheets. So we'll use here update a row because we don't want to add a row. We want to update the text to the same row where we added the link. So we'll update a row, or I'll just show it here. So we don't want the text here. We want it in the same row, right? So again, yes, my Google connection. Search by path. File here is again Pivot Masterclass. Then sheet name is LinkedIn content. Row number is, we can just refer to this module here and we get its row number. So row number 2, as it shows, we want to update. And we want to update text here, which was this data. I want to post LinkedIn post, which is the result. So this data is coming from Scraptio, the data that we scraped. And the LinkedIn post is the result of the OpenAI module. Right? So this is done. And then finally, what we can do is we can also post it automatically on LinkedIn. We can use create a user text post. So we can do it, but I won't recommend it because I would always suggest you to first add it on a Google Sheet, review it, and then manually post it on LinkedIn. If you're doing it for your personal page. But if you're doing for your company's page where you just need to add some post every day on an autopilot, then you can directly post it on LinkedIn. But if you're doing it on a personal profile, I would suggest always review it, make some changes if you want to, and then add it manually to LinkedIn. Right, so we'll run it once. Yes, so we'll save it and let's run it. Yeah, because we need to add it again here because we had written it earlier. So we'll just post it multiple times here. And now let's run it. Oh, sorry, not this one, this one. Yes. So it has fetched the data, it has scraped it, it has written a post now, it's writing, and then finally it's updated in the sheet. Yes, we can, yes. This, yes. So this is the, I'll just format it properly. Like we can just automate this formatting as well. So this is the scraped data. This is the link, and this is the post. Like we can give it more, detailed prompt. Like it should avoid emojis because it doesn't look professional according to me. So I don't use emojis in my posts. And maybe we can avoid these hashtags as well. We can add it to the prompt, and we can add any kind of instruction that we want to provide. If you wanted to avoid certain kind of words that are very frequently used by AI, we can do that. If we wanted to use a specific structure, we can do that. So this is how it will create a LinkedIn post. But this is the easy part right now. What we can do here is, so right now, what we did was that we paste an article link. We read an article, we copy the link, we paste it here, we run it, and it gives us a LinkedIn post. But still, we are adding manually here. What we can do here is, if you want to automate it, so there's something called RSS. So all of you know RSS links, right? RSS feed. Every website has an RSS feed. So we can connect its RSS feed. It will fetch the articles every day. It will rate those articles using ChatGPT. We can rate those articles whether it's relevant to our audience. We can give it instruction that these kind of articles you need to take. Then it will fetch an article. Then it will scrape it and finally, create a post and add it here. So we can take it to the next level. So then you don't have to manually search a link and paste it. It will every day, say 10 a.m. in the morning, it will run that RSS feed. It will find relevant articles. It will take it and create it can create like 6 LinkedIn posts for you for the 6 different articles. You can review it and you can paste anyone that you like. So this is how it works. I think Shantanu had raised his hand.
Yeah, I think Varsha had a question. Varsha, you can always, raise your hand and, you can ask the question directly. So do you want to talk directly or shall I ask the question? Okay, I'll ask the question. She asked that will direct posting lead to LinkedIn account being banned? I mean, if I
So
think
so
what
it's true for Twitter, and I think Twitter is also removing its app from make.com, or maybe make.com is removing from Twitter. So yes, I don't advise to post it directly. I don't know about LinkedIn, but yeah, Twitter definitely penalizes. So I would always suggest to get the post into email, or sorry, into a Google Sheet or anywhere else, maybe in your Notion. You can add Notion here. It will give you the post into your Notion, and then you can just copy paste it, because copy paste is not a huge task. But I think if it's your company page, then maybe it's fine. You can just directly post. Shouldn't matter.
there's another question. Guys, I would like to open the entire thing. Please, if you have a question, just raise your hand and you can always ask the mentor the question. So there is another question which has come from Gopal. It says, can we please share the link of this LI post? Want to see the output. I mean, he basically was asking you to move this. Yeah, no, you would have to do it directly from the scenario. So Gopal, I think the scenario would need to be recreated and relinked to the LinkedIn account. It goes directly in the.
Sorry, I didn't get the question. Do you want to check the output? Means this one, you can read it here, or I can share this Google Sheet with you.
No. What they want to say, if they are using the scenario,
Okay.
and at the end, the LinkedIn is connected. Okay.
Yes.
So what is
Okay.
the actual output? How does it look on LinkedIn?
I mean, yeah,
If
same thing as you see here. If you just directly
Yeah,
copy paste
exactly.
it on LinkedIn, it will look like this.
Exactly look like this. Yeah, I've done that part, so I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
I
hope
think
it
we have,
answers the question, Gopal. I hope it answers the question, Gopal.
Hi, Ankit, Gopal here.
hi Gopal.
Ankit, what I was trying to find out was, how does it really look like, the real output in LinkedIn? So I was asking about the LinkedIn link. If you can
Yeah.
share that, I can just go and open it up. Here from the screen, I can't click and go in.
So I haven't posted on LinkedIn. I have
Oh,
disconnected
you're
it.
ready
So
to push it.
this is
Okay.
not linked. Yes. I just directly added it here. So as you can see here, this is not connected. These are connected, but this is not connected. I had unlinked it. So
All
yeah, this is not getting posted on LinkedIn. I will never post automatically on LinkedIn. I will automatically write content using the an automation, but I will never post directly. I will like this much we can do. We can just copy paste on LinkedIn,
I
right?
appreciate that. Pretty much understandable. So can you please share it, copy it from the Google Sheet and put it in the chat so that I can click it?
Yes, yes. Okay. I will add it here. Now, if I put it in the chat, it's like going through two phases. Where is the chat? Yeah, here. Meeting group chat. Yes, this I have. Okay, it's not like it's exceeding the Zoom chat limit. I'll just delete the last line. Yes, now. Yeah, I've added it. And we can also, this is just for demo. We can give a more detailed prompt regarding what should be the structure, what font should be like. So we can add it there. So I think we have just like 10 minutes available. I'll quickly show you an agent. So right until now, we have discussed automation. Sorry, anyone asking any
that's okay. Fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
So till now, we have looked at automation assistance and AI automation. We should quickly discuss about agents. Maybe we can cover this in next class in more detail, but I'll just quickly give a demo of what it is. So what are AI agents? So AI agents are something like Manus AI or OpenAI operator. So if you've seen OpenAI operator, so it's something like this. Right now, it's only available to pro users in the US. So it's something like find and book me a highest rated one-day tour of Rome on TripAdvisor. It will find it and will book it. So how is it different from just ChatGPT? Just asking ChatGPT. If you ask something ChatGPT, it will give you an answer as an output. It won't do anything on your computer. It can't open your apps. It cannot do anything. But OpenAI operator, if you ask something, it can actually open the apps and it can, make the bookings for you. So this is an agent, right? AI, like ChatGPT, you can ask it to, write me a content. It will give you content, but AI operator will actually post it. But wasn't this thing an AI agent? Because it was actually scraping the data. It can post on LinkedIn. It can post on Google Sheet. So is this workflow agent or not? Can anyone tell me? Is this agent? I mentioned that this is operator. Operator, if you ask it, book me one tour of Rome on TripAdvisor, it will go ahead and book it for you. But isn't the same thing is being done by this? I understand if it just has ChatGPT, it will just give you an answer. But here in this automation, it's doing everything. So why don't we call it an agent? Or is it an agent?
I think this is AI automation, and
Yes,
agent should be able to take decision on its own based on the steps
exactly.
maybe.
Exactly. Very good answer. So there are like 5 things that make something an agent. So first of all, it should have a generative AI. I mean, if it's just following some steps, it's an automation. So it should have some AI involved. Then it can execute action. So it can, do something either on your LinkedIn or your Google Sheet. So these first 2 steps are being followed by this automation. It is generative AI and it is actually executing some actions. But what it's not following is like it cannot do multiple tasks. Like it's a very specific. If you look, it's a very specific. It can only either post it on Excel sheet or LinkedIn, because I have already programmed it this way, right? I cannot ask this workflow to send an email for me because it's not been, it's not in the flow. Versus an agent, it should be able to do anything, whatever powers I've given him, right? Then it should be able to take decisions. Here no decision making is taking place. It's just taking some data, it is converting into an post, and it is posting it. But an agent should be able to take a decision regarding what's next step to take. And last point is it can communicate to and fro. So here no to and fro communication is taking place. So in an agent, if I tell it something, it can ask me questions. It asks me a few questions, and then I answer him. Then I answer the agent, and then it does something, right? So AI agent means generative, can execute actions, can do multiple tasks, can take decisions, can communicate to and fro. So for example, an OpenAI operator, of course, it's generative. It can execute tasks. It can book a trip for you. It can ask you questions. It can take decision like which booking app to open, and it can take decisions. It can do multiple tasks, not just booking my holiday. It can book an Uber for me. It can buy stuff from Amazon for me, and it can communicate to and fro. Right? If I tell something, it has a question, it can question back. If I just ask you to book an Uber, then it will ask me, okay, where do you want to go? So that is an agent. Agent is much more complex. So the one that we saw just now is an automation, and operator, OpenAI's operator is an agent. But the next thing is, can we create our own agents? So can we create AI agent automation? What is AI agent automation? When I said that when AI assistants meet automation, we get something called AI automation. Now, when AI agents meet automation, we get AI agent automation. So we can take an agent, we can include it in our automation flow, and we get AI agent automation. So we are short on time. I'll just quickly give you a demo. So like I have built a personal assistant on Telegram. For it can do anything, whatever powers I've given him. So I'll give you a demo very quickly. So this is the AI agent. What it does is it watches the updates. So I've created a bot called personal assistant. We do it from bot father. So if you want to create a bot, go to bot father, search bot father in the search bar, press new bot. It will ask you to choose a name, right? I have given the name personal assistant. Then it will ask you to choose a username. It should end with bot. So I've given it like Big Bang Assistant bot because it was available. Then it gives me a bot. This is the link of my bot, and this is the API. If I want to connect it to make.com, I need to use this API. So this is my personal assistant. I can ask it anything and it will do for me. So this is how it is connected to that Telegram bot through this module. And in the Telegram, I can either give, textual data or like by voice. I can just press here in this mic icon. I can speak it like, book a slot for me for the next 1 hour in my Google Calendar. It will do it, right? And so here it will check if it has a voice file, it will convert it to text file using ChatGPT's Whisper and give me. Otherwise, it does not have voice file. It will directly go to this agent. So this is an agent, right? Now this agent can talk to me to and fro. It can take decisions based on what task to do. And I've created it to certain tasks. For example, this is the checking my Google Calendar. If I ask it, do I have any meeting on Tuesday? It will tell me, okay, you have 2 meetings on Tuesday. Then this is create event in Google Calendar. If I want that, create a meeting of me and Shantanu this Wednesday or at 4 p.m. I just tell my Telegram, it will book a meeting. And this send an email like, please send an email to Shantanu saying that I won't be able to host the masterclass. I didn't use it, but we can use this kind of email. So anything like right now I've connected it to 3 tasks. I can connect it to 20 tasks or 100 tasks. So it can do multiple things. Let's go back again here. So this agent, Telegram agent, of course, it's generative AI. Then it can execute actions on my behalf. It can book meetings, it can send emails, etc. It can do multiple tasks, not just one task. It can take decisions because based on my requirement, it will decide whether to send an email, whether to book a calendar, whether to send someone an invoice, or whether to, book, whether to open my, say, Amazon and buy something, purchase something. So we can do it, and it can communicate to and fro. If I just tell it that, book a meeting on Monday, it will ask me, okay, what time do you want? So I'll just quickly show you what kind of conversations have I had. Like this I created for this demo. So I asked like book a 1 hour slot in my calendar for 14th April, or I can just say like on Monday, and yeah, it can book it. Then I gave it certain voice commands, then it says I asked like if I have any bookings on 26th April, it told that, I don't have any slots booked. I asked it to book a slot on 15th April at 3 p.m. It booked. I will show you the calendar, how it booked it. Where is it? No. Yeah, here it is, right? So this is the calendar. It booked a slot on 14th April, 1 p.m. and on 15th April, 3 p.m. And then I asked like send an email to my personal email, informing that I can't make it to the event on Friday. Since there was no meeting on Friday, first asked me like, could you please provide me, this thing? And I asked that, there's no specific event book on Friday, but still I'm sending this email. Is it right? I'm saying, yes, I confirm. Then I asked it like to send an email to this, informing him that I can't make it to the event on Monday. Now Monday actually have an event. So it didn't tell me that, there's no specific event, just directly said that I've confirmed that this is Monday and email has been successfully sent to this person. So yeah, these are the conversations between my professional email and my personal email. And yeah, so that's it about this. Again, if you want to reach out to me, the best way is to reach out on LinkedIn. You can send me a DM and I will reply to you. And last thing is like, if you have any questions, I would be happy to answer.
Hey, Ankit, Gopal here. Can we do this
Hi,
similar
Gopal.
automation with WhatsApp also?
Yes, we can do with WhatsApp business app. You can't do it with the normal app. You'll need to use WhatsApp Business. You can just convert your app to WhatsApp Business as well. Or maybe I can check any other tool like Zapier or Anytime. They might have the option of WhatsApp, but Make.com has an option of only WhatsApp Business.
So WhatsApp Business is unpaid option or it's a paid option?
I think it's unpaid. You can create your business account, business WhatsApp. It's unpaid.
Okay, business APIs are available even in the unpaid option.
Sorry?
WhatsApp APIs are available even in the unpaid business WhatsApp option.
Yeah. It's available.
Great. So while you're scrapping this website, all related images and links it will bring in, or it will lose out?
You mean the image links? Yes, it can provide. It scrapes it alongside.
So it will bring in all the artifacts, whatever is available on the original destination website, and list it down.
Yes.
Great.
Any other question, guys?
So the one what you demonstrated now using Google Sheet and Scraptio, GPT,
Yes.
and then linking into any other destination sites like LinkedIn or Twitter or any other places. This can be done for once, right? Then it will keep running forever.
Yeah, it will keep running. As I said, like we can connect it to an RSS feed of a link, or you can add it to multiple RSS feeds. Say you regularly follow 5 news sources. You can connect their RSS feeds with this, and it will fetch articles. It will choose which ones are relevant for your audience, and it will create LinkedIn posts based on that, or any other, say, Twitter tweets based on that.
Would this search in Google and find out the topics?
We can search on Google. Yes, we can search on Google. We can search on Perplexity. Anything. I mean, anything that you can do manually, we can do it here.
That's fantastic.
I have another question.
Yes.
How we can actually integrate the agent part in the make.com scenario, as you explained, in your scenario for the Telegram bot, there was
Yeah.
agent module.
Yes.
So
Yes. So I will show it how to do it. So this one, right? Here. So this is just a module. You can just add a module and you can go here, agent. Sorry. Just a second. I can't see here. It's actually from here. So it's in beta. So only a few people, I think by now everybody must have access to it. If you don't have, you will get in a couple of days. There's a new features. So you can click here and just a second. I will save it and click on AI agent and you can create an agent. You can choose any OpenAI, etc. You can choose the model. You are a content writer and we can create it. If you don't want to create it, you can just use this Ankit's personal assistant because I had used it and you can use it anywhere. That's how you do it.
okay, perfect. Thank you.
So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot for attending. As I said, you can reach out to me anytime and you can connect to me on LinkedIn. You can follow me on LinkedIn as well. I keep sharing, good insights about latest AI tools. And I'll soon be also starting a community. So you can stay updated for that. Maybe in a month's time, I will start a community. So you can maybe text me on LinkedIn if you want to be a part of the community. So in that community, I'll be sharing more detailed tutorials about how to build either automation. I'll also be sharing tutorials about AI tools, the latest AI tools that can have practical uses in either say, students or professionals' careers life in their workflow. So I'll be sharing about that. So you can stay connected. And if you have any query, just feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn and I'll be happy to help you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank